Hey guys! This week I'm taking the humble avocado, some fluffy yarn and mashing the two together. We'll keep this plushie train going just a while longer, shall we? Anyway, that's it. A short and sweet intro today, so let's get started. In light of Valentine's Day, I opted for a pink colour palette, which, as we all know, is the colour that best represents the avocado. I have these 3 shades of pink, and I'll also be adding some acrylic yarn for embroidered details later on. Of course, I will leave a full list of all the materials I use in the description box below. I started off by making the legs and arms. Now this process was very simple as I just crocheted a small tube using the mid pink. I made 4 of these and put them to one side for now. I'll be going back to them later. For the front of the avocado, I started with the stone first, for which I used the darkest pink. I crocheted a few rows, increasing as I went, and I carried on with the increasing rounds off camera because it's just increasing rounds. It doesn't really need any more explanation other than that. Once I had the size I wanted, I switched to the lightest pink to work on the fleshy part of the avocado. I then continued with the rounds until I reached the size I was aiming for. You know, the normal size of walking avocados. From there, I chained one and continued to work in rows to create the elongated shape of the fruit. Once I was happy with that, I then crocheted around the whole perimeter, just the once, for the face. It's not safe to let your avocados wander blindly, so for the eyes I used these 18mm safety eyes. After placing them where I thought they looked best, I locked them in with the washers. I then went ahead and used some black acrylic yarn to embroider on a cute little smile. That way everyone knows the avocado is friendly and tame. There'll be no wild avocados over here. The back of the avocado is pretty much done the same way as the front, so I'll just be showing a series of still images through the sections. When I got to the perimeter, I crocheted more rounds to create a bowl shape. So if you remember, for the front part we only did the once around, but this time you want to maybe have 3, 4, possibly 5, depending on how deep you want the avocado to be. Coming back to the arms and legs, I wrapped some armature wire with some quilt batting because I want my little avocado to be poseable. I used some extra stitch markers to mark out the placement of each limb, taking the time to make sure that everything was symmetrical. I then went ahead and finished that off camera because it was fiddly as heck. I mean, yeah, you'll see. If you ever try this, it is very, very fiddly, and yeah, a lot of moving parts. And this is what it looks like with the arms crocheted in. Nearly there, guys. Making sure to stuff the two halves properly, but also not overstuffing at the same time, I then went ahead and just lined up the faceplate with the back and crocheted the two pieces together in one last final round. Looking at this now while editing, I think I should have crocheted the stone into a heart shape, which would have made it slightly better thematically, but ho hum, hindsight will get you every time. And also I could have done with maybe making this stone just a tad smaller, but you know, lessons are learnt. We shall do this for next time, she says. So while you watch me finish up the last round and stuff this thing, I'd just like to thank you all very much for watching, and if you'd like to see more, please like, share, comment, and even consider subscribing. And if you're feeling generous, then please also consider buying me a cup of coffee on Ko-fi. The link to my Ko-fi page will be linked in the description box below. Don't forget to hit that bell button to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, enjoy the beauty shots, have a lovely Valentine's Day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!